Hey there guys and gals, this is Exalted Falchion with episode 5 of Jet Set Radio. I didn't click on the map because I wised up this time and I know what's gonna happen. Here comes a rival. So this time we've got this bud here. Think you can follow my run? I really don't want to do this. Do it. I'll let B do it. Because I like giving these guys equal exposure, and, you know, whenever I can't round off, I'll just use beat. You're up against me next. This is that race that I kept talking about, and I hate it. I really do. I don't hate it because Yo-Yo's, like, fast or anything. Like, Yo-Yo wastes way too much time when he's, skating around. You can beat him easy, so long as you make that jump that I've been whining about for the last week. Like, you have to go up to that other area, but he doesn't do that. He, like, skates around first. I guess it gives you a fair chance, but, you know, chance doesn't mean anything. I'd rather it be a close race, because if I miss the jump, and then I'm just gonna have to sit there and wait for him to finish.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Chugged for a second. We're having some frame rate issues, which is weird, because this is the first time that I've had frame rate issues. Oh god, no. I'm pretty sure I missed that jump. Yeah, I missed the jump. I really don't want to. I'm just going to head back to the garage. For some reason, I thought I was still doing Mew's challenge. And I tried to jump onto the train. And the second I realized that my jump was off was the second I realized I'd completely lost that race. Maybe I could have gotten back up there and passed him because of how much time he wastes, but you know, I don't want to waste time myself by trying to find out.
2, 1, go!
Hey, you... Oh god. You almost killed me. I know we're Rudies and we don't give a damn about the rules, but you know, come on now. Also, he just clipped right through that, fence, which is weird because I know he has collision because he bumped into me and hurt me. But, you know, he doesn't. He just clipped through the fence. Weird. Anyway, I'm gonna try and do this again and actually make that jump.
Nice.
That's not the jump I was talking about, by the way. That's just a jump that I happened to fail on. You just gotta jump down here, which is an easy jump. I really wish it wouldn't do that. It doesn't normally do that when I do the race, though, which is weird. I guess I wait too long on the rail and then it activates the thing. Come down here. Yo-Yo's gonna, like, skate all around the, all around that bridge place where we fought the noise tanks, which is foolish, really. Is this the place? Yeah, this is. So, this is the moment it triggers, really. Like, this is where I either win or lose this race, regardless of whether Yo-Yo's are in front of me or not. Don't. I think I just lost this race. Wait, picking up speed. But he's picking up speed behind me. You know, it would be so scary if I saw Yo-Yo, like, behind me, and that, like, action replay thing. Yep, lost. Ah, man. That's not the reason I whine about that jump, but I totally messed it up in a new way today. I'm not gonna spend the whole video on this race. If I don't get it this time, I'm cutting it out. Unless I do what I did with Mew's, challenge, and then I say I'm gonna cut it out, but then I don't because I get him the very next try. Although you won't see the whole thing if I mess it up.
3, 2, 1, go!
So at this point, you know, the drill just sort of like accelerate and grind on a rail, which I'm, you know, having increasing trouble to do, and holy damn did he just bounce me all the way around. He just... that man really wants to win. He's not doing a good job. Well, he must be doing a good job if this is my third time racing him, but at the same time, he's wasting so much time. But he just, like, bounced me all the way across the railway and back.
Nice.
I've never seen anybody hit me like that before.
Nice.
Don't give me the real replay thing. It did, but I don't care too much. I actually saw Yo-Yo in the replay that time. That's cool. Or at least I saw his skates like clipping through the bottom of the bridge. So I'm not particularly a fan of these little tag races things. You only have to do them twice, and this is the easiest of the two if you want my honest opinion. Although last time I played this game, which was like before the LP started, when I played this game about a couple days before the LP started, and I was like, hey, I should play Jet Set Radio and let people watch me. But
Nice.
I did this race. It took me like a couple tries, and the race that I said was harder, it only took me one try. So I hope we follow suit, because I do not want to. Come on. All right. Now just don't fall and don't stop. I don't like these tag races because the first time you do them, you gotta follow them because you don't really know where the thing is unless you look at the map, which is what they just sort of flash it in front of you and you don't even think about it. But you go, where is that? And then you like just sort of keep looking at the map. Either that or you follow them and then overtake them at the very last second, which I guess is what you're supposed to do, or maybe you are just supposed to check out the map. Whose car is this? You guys don't drive. I'm sure all of these guys are old enough to have a license, but at the same time, it's like, why would you drive when you've got skates? Alright, so we're gonna use Yo-Yo for a bit. This is probably the only time I'm gonna use him. He's pretty much a better beat, I think. He's well-rounded, but his stats are a little bit higher in every regard, except maybe power. Dude's shorter, he's smaller, so that's what makes me think maybe he has less power, but at the same time, he's a little chubbier, or maybe that's just because he's got the hoodie. So this can be really easy, or really hard. When they're all going downhill, also they like to split up, which is something that they haven't introduced, but this is like the last time you're gonna see this whole tag battle. I got an achievement called Tag You're It. I've beaten this game twice, so I don't know what it is the first time I've gotten it. Maybe it's like tag like 100 backs or something. And so this can be either really easy or really hard depending on how you play it. Like when they split up and all go downhill, it can be hard to keep track of them. Also, you run out of graffiti pretty easy because they don't give them to you in like huge bunches. But when they're running uphill like this, it can be pretty easy to just get right up behind them and just spray the living hell out of them. Also, they're not going too fast, you can just go behind them. Where aren't you? I think I got one of them already, I don't remember, which is troubling considering that it wasn't more than a minute and a half ago, if that even. Because sometimes it's like, maybe I got them, or maybe I just didn't trigger them to go to the next phase. Where'd she go? This is what I'm talking about. You can just, they split up and you can just lose them. Which is a huge time waster, but they give you more than enough time to do it, because this is by far the easiest tag race. You know, if you can keep your eyes on them. They split up, which makes you think, like, oh, this is going to be a pain in the ass, it's going to take me forever, but it doesn't. Not at all, really. Hopefully I can take this out with some expediency so I can get to the second chapter in this video. Although we're running on 10 minutes, so probably not going to finish the second chapter. No duh, we're not going to finish the second chapter. But, where did she go? Oh god. Why am I falling victim to this trick? Did she go back? I think she went back. I never just lose like that. I can hear her, but I can't see you. I can spell you. That was weird. I wanted to make that reference somewhere, but I'm sorry, it was weird. Where is she? She must have heard me saying that I wanted to save some time, and then she was just like, well, I'm just gonna get lost. Perhaps she's higher up. Sometimes they just like to go uphill even though they know it's not to their benefit. In fact, it's more to their chagrin. But, I don't think I used that correctly. Whatever. Where is she? Found her. I like how they just wait. It's necessary for me, because this is a game, but, you know, if this was real, not practical in the least. This is what I'm talking about when I say it can be easy. When they run, like, just uphill, and we're both going incredibly slow, and I'm right behind them, and we just get them all down in one thing. I'm gonna let Professor K sign us off, because I think he's gonna do that. Or, not sign us off, but, you know, segue us into the next chapter.
Let's get scratching.
Martians come all the way to Earth just to listen to us. We're Tokyo's finest pirate radio, Jet Set Radio. One of the fallen love shockers was holding a golden rhinoceros badge. The golden rhinos are a gang of ruthless Asian killers. Rumor has it, they're the ones who kidnapped Poison Jam too. The Rokoku group is run by a strange fella named Goji Rokoku. It's a huge business conglomerate that pretty much owns a city. Rokoku Project 2000 is Goji's big city improvement plan to increase productivity and prosperity in the area. The future of Tokyo, he says. If you ask me, it's just a bunch of bull. Them guys have been erasing a lot of GG graffiti. Are the GGs gonna sit back and take it? The Golden Rhinos and the Rokoku Project got nothing to do with me, and it's dangerous to get involved. But you gotta give back what you take, right?
So, that wasn't like foreshadowing at all when he said that they have nothing to do with me. That's just sort of something he says, but why would you say that? It makes it sound like that it does have something to do with you. So now we're not gonna start chapter 2 just yet. First we have to worry about these two. I need some help. Think we can join you? But there's a cube in combo. And I need the help of GG's for the sake of coin. We're gonna advance the story here a little more as opposed and more than just you know, taking some territory. And we're gonna have an interesting take on this. Normally we have to challenge them to see if, you know, to make sure that our gang's good enough. But since they're asking to join our gang, we have to play as them. So we can prove ourselves and say that we're good enough to join the GG's. Oh god, I'm not gonna make it. Sometimes, yeah. You don't have to be close to that rail at all to land on it. Like, you saw that, right? She sort of just... It looked like she was about to land on the ground and, like, slam into the side of the rail, but she sort of just, like, teleported onto it. Oh. I don't want to fail too many times with this, because this is supposed to be the easy one. Although, I am going to get both of these... I don't know what to call these. Oh man, don't do this to me. I'm going to put both of these auditions, so to speak, because I just don't have another... I don't have a better thing to call it. Initiations, perhaps? That was just a bad jump on my part. I want to get both of these initiations out of the way so we can actually start Chapter 2 on the Friday video. I am making really bad jumps. Like, those last two were entirely my fault, but I take part blame because, you know, obviously I'm doing something wrong if I'm not getting this right, but, I also blame just, you know, falling off of the rail. Which doesn't happen to me often. It only happens when you come at it at a weird angle. Like, most of the time you'll just sort of snap to the rail, which just isn't happening for me right now. I would put a fail counter on the side, but I'm far too lazy. I say that, but then I'm gonna be like rewatching the video in Camtasia while I'm editing, and then I'm gonna be let's put a fail counter on here because of how bad I am. But
I got mad
I'm
skills.
probably not gonna actually. Q's my favorite character, by the way. She just handles super well. Her graffiti's not all that high, so I don't have to waste too much time. Her graffiti's probably as high as Beat's.
Yo, kid.
She's like Beat with higher graffiti and a little bit lower power, but I don't take too much damage. So, this is another tag race. I wish they didn't have two of them in such quick succession. But, this is Combo. He carries around this... Oh, this is not good. He carries around this big-ass boombox and just sort of, like, goes around. And the key to beating Beat, just dash and jump. That's, like, the easiest way to get speed. Also, Combo doesn't have the highest technique, as you can tell on the top left corner. He's more of a power dude. I don't even think his graffiti skill's that high. He's just, you know, a tank with the boombox on his shoulders. I really wish that boss didn't pass. Passes every time. There are a few defining make or break moments in this race. This isn't one of them, so I don't have to worry too much. Especially since Beat, like, I don't normally do this bad, by the way. Beat just sort of waits. I love the way he dances when he's just waiting, by the way. That is great. But, there are a few defining make or break moments in this race. One of them coming up. There's gonna be a set... Oh god, I passed him. You'll be able to see it in a second. There's stairs right there. Depending on how quickly you can get through the door and up those stairs, that's, you know, that pretty much defines whether or not you win. And I'm keeping this in the video, like, no matter what. The graffiti's not too much farther, but Beat is quite a bit ahead of me at this point. I don't think I'm going to be able to beat him on this run. So, that run of good form that I'm having, although I've been playing badly pretty much all morning, which, you know, for you guys is going to be today and Monday, and probably Friday, because I don't foresee myself getting too much better, because it's still really early. But, I'm keeping this in. Like, I do not want to have to pause and, like, do this and then edit and then do this again, and I'd rather just get it all in one fell swoop, even if it means having a longer video or me editing out my fails and not talking for a little bit. Ow. Yeah, that bus comes every time, and I don't wise up. I would have had a significant lead on Beat if I didn't get hit by that bus, but, you know, again, at this point, it doesn't matter too much. I would do a couple tricks if that would help too much, although unfortunately it doesn't, but because that Beat doesn't wait for you anymore at this point. So if I had to guess, I'd say that this race has been lost, especially since he gets up those stairs pretty quickly, and it takes me a while to get up those stairs. I'm not gonna quit to the garage to expedite this, because if I quit to the garage, then I'm gonna have to do Cube's thing again as well. And these stairs. Sometimes that'll just happen to me. It doesn't happen often, or at least as often enough to piss me off, but when it does happen, it's very disheartening. Alright, so third time's the charm, although third time wasn't the charm for Cube, and it wasn't the charm for Mew. Actually, it wasn't the charm for Mew. After the third time, I'm gonna just, you know, edit to the race where I win, which means just less headache for you, same amount of headache for me. You know, all two of you. Alright, come on, Beat. Let's go. do your little dance. I would love to just stand there and watch him dance for a little bit, but you know, we're already on our third attempt, so I don't have that luxury. Also, I was pretty close to him, so he's not gonna stop. I wish I could just... I have a lot of power because Beat is gonna, you know, rough me up if I'm gonna stay so close. And I'm in the lead now, and as long as I make it through the door on the first jump, which I did, and don't get hit by a car on my way down, which is, you know, very, very possible, then I should be winning this race, which is good, because we gotta finish up this video. I just gotta... Oh god, the game's chugging. Don't chug on me, game. Booyah! Alright, so I did it. There's no Professor K segment.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. But I'm gonna get some backstory, I think. So, you know, the video is going to continue to run. Alright, we got to tell these guys why we want to be GG. So we're gonna have another cutscene, but it's gonna be, Combo's gonna have a long, voice acting segment now, so I'm gonna shut up.
Grind City, my turf. My name's Combo, and me, Cube, and Coin used to own the Bantam Street area in this city. It's a little far from Tokyo, but everyone used to stay out of our way there. Till recently, that is. Someone been going around painting these ugly signs all over Grind City. It's so ugly I can't even call it graffiti. Strange paintings of rhinos and bizarre symbols. All of our old graffiti's been covered up by these horrific signs. And on top of that, Coin has been kidnapped, and his enormous collection of records has been destroyed. Ever since the emergence of these paintings, strange things been happening in this city too. Unfamiliar black cars and men in black suits are hanging around the streets as if they're waiting for something. Oh wait, was that statue here at Grind Square always this color? There's definitely something wrong here. I smell something fishy going on.
I was gonna just end it, but I didn't want to end it without saying anything, and I didn't say that Combo was gonna sign us off like I normally do when I want something like that to happen, so, I'll see you guys on Friday.